Welcome to another Side Quest podcast, a detour worth taking. And today, we are talking about a studio that basically looked at the anime industry and said, not gritty enough, not fast enough, not painful enough, and then proceeded to deliver on all three simultaneously.
Nope, simultaneously. Like they weren't even breaking a sweat about it, just casually dropping back-to-back cultural events like it was nothing.
Like genuinely, if you felt your jaw hit the floor during an anime in the last 5 years, there is a very strong chance MAPPA was responsible for it.
A very strong chance.
We're talking Attack on Titan's final season, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Vinland Saga Season 2, The Idol. Okay, we don't talk about that one.
We skipped that entry in the filmography.
Okay, we respectfully skip past it. The point is, MAPPA didn't just make anime, they made moments. Episodes people were still dissecting on Reddit 2 weeks later.
The amount of forum threads I have fallen down because of this studio, genuinely embarrassing for me personally.
Same, absolutely same. Alright, so let's set the scene. MAPPA, Maruyama Animation Produce Project Association, which is a mouthful, so we'll just say MAPPA forever.
Forever and always, MAPPA.
Bro, same though. Founded in 2011 by Masao Maruyama, who by the way was already a legend. This guy co-founded Madhouse back in 1972, decades of experience. And then at 70 years old, he was basically like, actually, I want to start over.
70. He said retirement is for other people.
Which is honestly kind of inspirational. Like whatever you're putting off in your 20s, Masao Maruyama would like a word with you.
He would like several words, and none of them are encouraging.
Their early catalog was quieter. Kids on the Slope, Yuri on Ice, beautiful grounded stuff. But everything changed when they landed Attack on Titan's final arc.
Hold on. That was the moment. That was the unlock.
That was MAPPA stepping into the biggest room in anime and saying, we belong here. Okay, so here's the thing about MAPPA's visual identity that I think people don't articulate enough. It's not just that things look cool. It's that everything feels like it has weight.
Yes, the impact. You feel the hits.
The colors are desaturated in a very specific way. Lots of grays, deep blues, heavy shadows, so that when color does explode onto the screen, it hits differently.
Okay, hear me out. The Sakuna Domain expansion in Season 2, the Reds. I had to pause. I literally paused and sat with it.
And the camera work during action, this is where MAPPA genuinely rewired what I thought animation could do. They use these long, unbroken Sakuga sequences where the camera isn't just watching the fight, it's in the fight. It's rotating, dropping, spinning. It makes you feel slightly dizzy in the best possible way.
The Levi versus Beast Titan sequence. Attack on Titan. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, what are you doing with your life?
That sequence lives rent-free in my head, and I have accepted that.
As it should. Pay your rent, Levi.
Now, the people behind all of this. You cannot talk about MAPPA's visual dominance without talking about Shuhei Morita and the rotating roster of directors they've assembled. But especially, the animation supervisors and key animators they keep pulling back into the building.
They've built a gravitational pull. The talent just orbits them now.
And Sung-Hoo Park, who directed Jujutsu Kaisen, deserves a longer conversation than we can fit in today's episode, honestly. His instinct for pacing is surgical. He knows exactly when to let a scene breathe and when to just detonate it.
The quiet before the chaos. He understands that.
The Shibuya incident arc is basically a masterclass in controlled escalation. Every episode, it's like, okay, surely this is the worst it gets. And then it gets worse.
Wait, every time. I kept telling myself I was prepared, and I was not prepared.
None of us were prepared. That's the thing. MAPPA makes you feel genuinely unprepared for things you knew were coming because you'd read the manga.
I read the manga. I thought I was safe. I was not safe.
The adaptation craft is that good, and a huge part of that is their background art, the detail in environments, especially urban environments. Tokyo in Jujutsu Kaisen feels real enough to get lost in.
Slightly terrifying Tokyo, but yes, real.
I'm not even gonna lie, slightly terrifying is kind of Mappa's whole brand, to be fair.
Accurate. That's accurate, and I respect it.
So, if we're talking legacy, if someone said, give me one Mappa title, the definitive one, what do you say?
It's Attack on Titan. It has to be. That's the one that reframed what a final season of an anime could even look like.
It's a genuinely wild achievement when you think about how much pressure was on it. Fans were ferocious. The source material was controversial in its ending, and Mappa had to walk into all of that and somehow make it land.
And it landed. The rumbling sequences alone, the scale, the horror of it, there's nothing else like it.
Cinematically, some of those episodes feel closer to film than television. Like, genuinely, if you showed a few of those sequences to someone who'd never seen anime and told them it was a prestige drama,
They would believe you. They would absolutely believe you.
and looking ahead, Jujutsu Kaisen is winding down its run, which is painful. But Mappa has Chainsaw Man Season 2 in development, which should be everything.
If they do Chainsaw Man Season 2 even half as well as the first, I'm not going to be okay. I'm letting you all know right now.
Bro, same though. The source material for where that story goes is a lot. Like, a lot.
A lot. Prepare yourselves.
And honestly, the wider industry is watching Mappa right now, because they've proven that you can take dark, dense, structurally complex manga and adapt it without sanding down the edges.
No sanitizing, no softening. Just, here's the thing, all of it. Enjoy.
Which is why their global fan base is the size that it is. People can feel when something is made with full commitment and no apology.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly it. No apology. That's Mappa.
All right, Sky, what are we watching?
Okay, so this one feels right after everything we just talked about. I want everyone to go watch Frieren Beyond Journey's End. It is the exact opposite energy from Mappa, and I mean that as the highest compliment. It's slow, it's melancholy, it's about an elf processing grief across centuries, and it is one of the most quietly devastating things I've watched in years. 4.5 out of 5 stars. The half star is only because I had to take several emotional breaks, and I'm blaming the show for that.
Frieren, go watch it. And Mappa, thank you for making anime feel dangerous and alive again. That's genuinely a gift.
A painful, beautiful, slightly traumatizing gift.
And that's the best kind. All right, that's our episode. If you dug this one, subscribe, leave us a review, tell a friend who also lost sleep over an anime arc.
We are your people. You have found your people.
This has been another Side Quest podcast, a detour worth taking. We'll see you on the next one.
See you there.